You wouldn't expect a speaker that easily fits in the palm of your hand to literally vibrate a tabletop, but this little cylinder does exactly that. It is incredibly rare to find something this tiny that doesn't sound like a tinny, hollow toy. The engineering behind the acoustics here is impressive, packing a surprisingly punchy low end into a chassis that is barely larger than a coffee mug. Holding it, the first thing you notice is the texture. It has this grippy, matte finish that feels rugged but premium, and that clever multi-way strap is actually useful, not just a design afterthought. You can hang it from a backpack, a shower head, or even a tree branch while camping. And speaking of the outdoors, this thing is built like a tiny tank. With its IP67 rating, it shrugs off dust, sand, and water splashes without breaking a sweat. There is even a special UV coating on the exterior, so leaving it out in the baking sun at the beach won't ruin its look over time. Now, how does it actually sound? Honestly, the sound dispersion is the real star of the show. Instead of shooting audio in one narrow direction, it spreads the music outward, making the room feel filled with sound. The bass has a satisfying thump to it, though let's be real, it won't replace a dedicated home subwoofer. What stands out, though, is how clear vocals remain even when the bass is working hard. But look, it is not entirely perfect. If you crank the volume all the way to 100%, the highs can get a bit harsh, and the bass starts to compress. It definitely sweet spots around 70% volume. Also, there is no auxiliary port, so you are strictly relying on Bluetooth. On the plus side, the battery life is stellar. You get around 16 hours of playback, which in real-world terms means you can take it on a weekend camping trip and completely forget the charging cable. When you do need to juice it up, the USB-C port keeps things modern and simple. It even handles phone calls surprisingly well, using some clever echo-canceling tech so you don't sound like you are shouting from inside a cave. If you want massive, party-starting sound, you will need something bigger. But for a reliable, go-anywhere companion that punches way above its weight class, this little powerhouse is incredibly hard to beat.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.